is important. People who say, you know, Don, I want to, I this, I that, but, you know, all they care about is price. And it's nonsense. I have found in my career, again, there are always a few builders that are the exception, but generally speaking, what builders want from you is value, service, and no headaches, and they will pay more for it. I'm a living example. I was never a price point vendor. They will pay more for it. But you as leaders and as business owners need to get your entire company, again, from the head down, to understand. We may make a great cabinet, but we're in the service business. And we're going to talk more about that. Look, product is expected. Competence is assumed, meaning they're just going to assume you have your license, you have your insurance certificate, you've been doing this for a while, you know how to install. Right? They're going to assume the basics. Do you think if you're a drywaller, they're really going to concern themselves with whether or not your gypsum is the right, you know, fire rating, blah, blah, blah? It's gypsum. And the ease of doing business with you beats price all day. I will share with you that the folks who say price, 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 it's a crutch. They don't understand this business. And I have no problem saying that to a room this size or in front of 1,000 people. I believe it that strongly. I've lived it. And by the way, I don't want to be the vendor that's known as the price guy. That's not a way to build a successful business. I always used to tell a builder, hey man, windows and doors, it's going to be one less headache for you. I want to make it easy for them to do business with us. I want to make it easy to get rehired. It's not about my window, especially when there's 6 other dealers in town that are installing the identical window. Literally the exact same manufacturer. So what do I have to offer as something different, right? Service. Service. And in our industry, it matters. Anybody can deliver product. So when you think about differentiators in business, right? Service should be all of your differentiators in the marketplace. That's how you build a winner in this industry. I've done it twice. I've done it twice. My first company in the shutter business, we sold, anybody ever hear of Atrium Window out of Dallas? Atrium bought our company in South Florida in 2004 for $12 million cash. In today's dollars, there's a lot more. And oh, by the way, we were doing $24 million a year. In today's dollars, it's in the 40s. We were manufacturing and installing 1,400 homes every month in the state of Florida. I know what I'm talking about. And I was very rarely, sometimes I strategically priced to buy a piece of business. Maybe I wanted to keep a competitor out of an account. Maybe there was a logistical reason why I went in cheap. For example, I got one project in the middle of nowhere for this builder that I got a service. I got a chance to layer in some other work, cut down windshield time. I'll take a shorter deal, okay? But generally speaking, the ease of doing business beats price every time in this industry. Stop slashing your margin. Stop fighting against your competitor to give them a cheaper price. Give the builder what they want, what they really want. Price is a crutch. I'm convinced that because subcontractors fail to communicate to the builder what my value proposition is, what my key differentiators are, what I can do differently, because we failed to do that, all we give the builder to evaluate our trade is price. Does that make sense? So I flip it around and go, no, it's not the builder's fault, it's our fault. It's our fault. Because we're not taking the time to invest and go sit with the builder and explain, this is what we do. This is why you want us on your site, instead of that. But if you fail to communicate with your builder what makes you different, all you're giving them to work with is price.